Wolf Motor Development, and this is my 179th weekly update. So, gonna roll through this one kind of quick because I'm tired as fuck, and I want to go to bed. So this week, I'll just hit the highlights, man. Hit a new lifetime PR on deadlift, hit 425, which is actually finally getting towards respectable numbers. I would argue that somebody who weighs as much as I do, which is anywhere between 220 and 230, I need to be pulling at least like 480 in order to be considered respectable. Right now I still consider myself kind of weak. So once I can pull like 470, 480, I'll actually consider myself respectable. And once I'm in the mid 500s, I'll actually consider myself like strong. Even though right now like I'm stronger than the average person, I don't count it yet. Did not hit any PRs on push pressing or anything like that, or benching. But today I had to run home a little earlier. Both of my training partners were out today. So, still rehabbing this hip, and basically what I started out was Monday did one set of 15 with 135, just to really get a bunch of blood in there. And I did them as quick as I could. And then did 3 sets of 10 with just a moderate weight, which is 225. Something where like that 10th rep is like, basically 7th through 10th rep is kind of like, like it's not necessarily hard, but it's like normally I wouldn't push myself to do it. Especially 3 sets of it with minimal rest in between. That really got a lot of blood flow in my legs, which I think is helping a little bit. It's starting to feel just that little bit better. Like it's starting to hurt less and less every time I take a step. And then had a back day on Tuesday, and then Thursday, being yesterday, it was so funny because I wanted to do 405 for 2, and my first pull of 405 was just dog shit. I finished it out, but it was like I floated away, and the arms came away from the legs. Everything about it just went wrong. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. Everything rounded where it wasn't supposed to round. I felt weak. It was slow. It was dog shit, and I was like mad at myself, and I just kind of got the fuck over it. Went away, came back, pulled 405. I mean, it shot up. I mean, it was like just about as quick as my 365 is, or my 385. And I was like, good, okay, cool. Confidence booster. Put 425 on there. Took a second, first attempt, ripped it, got it, and just fucking finished it right out, and it felt really good. So new PR on deadlift again. I really want my conventional to be somewhere in the 430s, maybe even 450s by the time I get to my comp, because if I can conventional pull 450, I should be able to rack pull 450, which is essentially what the tire deadlift is going to be. Should be able to rack pull that for at least more than one. So far in training, I've only been able to rack pull it once, like even just one time at any particular training session. We just got our tires done this week, so we finally have like tires to slide onto barbells, which is a little exciting, I'm not going to lie. And so I played with that this week, and I couldn't even get one rep. I think I was just exhausted after conventionals. But I'm not going to stop doing conventionals and move only to those until, honestly, probably until like the last 2 weeks leading up, because the conventional deadlifts are going to transfer over better than rack pulls are to my conventional, especially since my conventional's problem is always from the floor. So if I can basically get strong enough to the point where pulling a PR, like let's say I pull 430 next week, or 435, let's see what happens. Let's say I pull 430 next week, which would be super awesome. I need to be strong enough to basically pull that PR, and then also go over and do at least a set of rack, of the tire deadlifts. Beauty of those is, and I did practice with it too. I worked up to 450 minus 90, so 340, and I was able to do a set of like 10 with that. Just because of the bounce. I don't know what the rules of the comp are yet. I assume they will let us bounce. I'll have to see. If they do let us bounce, I'm really good at that timing, so I'll probably be able to get like 6, I'm thinking. If they don't let us bounce, it's probably going to be more like 2, if I'm lucky. We'll see. But anyway, today all I did was some squats, and instead of 225, I did 245, and did the same protocol, just 3 sets of 10. That wore me the fuck out. and hopefully will elicit some growth. My back started tightening up real bad. It was rough, dude. And then I decided, well, since your back already hurts, you might as well do something stupid and just practice some continental cleans. And I worked up to 180 with the tires on the axle bar. So that's a new axle bar push press record for me. It was at least 180 pounds. And honestly, the hard part was getting the clean. I mean, just once I had it here and it's on the belly and I'm like leaning back like this and I'm trying to just get it right up to here. Because once I got it here, I was like, okay, cool. And then I was able to get into the rack and just push press that bitch up real nice and easy, honestly. We'll see how tomorrow goes. I'm really hopeful for it. I need to run farmers. I'm hoping my hands and everything feel good for farmers tomorrow. It'd be really optimal if farmers and the yoke felt good like the yoke felt last week, because I would love to be doing over comp weight for some good time. So we'll just wait and see how that works out. So, as always, don't be too afraid to go off program a little bit. If you are, then what's your excuse?